thank you for showing up. I've always get requests on Response Magic because, of course, I talk about it all the time and I use it all the time. There has been so many different uses for this, and I don't think we utilize it as much as we can. It's a great free tool to do lead generation. Even though Rory and Tanya gives us great leads for us to do, it's still a great thing to do our own so that we can get marketing to our website, so that people can come in and see what we are doing on our sites. That's what it's for. It's to gain our own customer base and develop our own customer following. So there's many uses for it. I'm going to share my screen. Things that you wouldn't even think a use for Response Magic. And I'm just going to show you one of the things that I did with it. Like I said, I play with it all the time because I know there's just so many things that we don't utilize it for. I know there's people that have announcements. They have events that comes up, all kind of different things that they do. And they go out and buy invitation cards and they mail them out, or they send out an invite. And I'm like, why don't you do a Response Magic code and put it out that way? Create a page on your website and have them there. And that's what I did with my grandson. We are having his birthday party, and I always tell, I'm going to go ahead and publish this. This is what I'm working on. So I'm going to show you what I did, and I am getting great responses from it. And let's go to July. And I'm going to show you how I created it. So this is my page I created for my grandson. It's called Happy Birthday, Eli, with happy birthday being the key phrase. I still follow the SEO. And here's the birthday invite for my grandson. All right, it has where his party's going to be, the time, the invite. I got a little blurb about him, about the swim club, everything. So you're asking, well, how does that have anything to do with Response Magic? I'm getting ready to show you. So I want people to respond to my Response Magic. So I come to my Response Magic, and this is where a lot of you get lost. You get your affiliate link from your instructor, and you come in here and you register. And then it's like, well, how do I get my affiliate link? Before you register, there's a little thing right down here. It says, click here to log in as an affiliate. Okay, so you're going to click on that link, and it's going to come up like this. And you're going to say, need a login, because if you're all new, you're going to need a login. These are two totally different companies. Okay, so this is the parent company. Platinum Synergy is the parent company to Response Magic. So you're going to have a different key phrase, or not a key phrase. You're going to have a different login. You can use the same login if you want to. That's totally fine. You can use that. Come on. There we go. So when you get that, this is where you're going to get your referral link, and you're going to give it to your students, but you can also market it. Did you know that you get a percentage of anybody that comes in here and signs up for your Response Magic? You can have companies sign up for it. You can have car dealers. You can have real estate agents. You can have, you know, anybody that has to do lead generation. You can get other affiliate marketers out there to sign up for your Response Magic. And every time they use it or anytime they upgrade, you get a commission on it. So that's one of the things that you want to use is get that. You want to make sure that you have these links so that you can market it as another leg of income, stream of income. Okay. So then I'm going to come back here.
Sheila, I muted you.
All right. What didn't you hear? You got everything so far? So you got this, right?
There you go. Start from right there.
Okay. So this is where you get your referral links for your affiliate program. So this is the link that you're going to give to your students, or the link that you're going to market. And you have 3 different ones. and it tells you the different percentages that you earn as commission. Okay. So this is what you market to different businesses, but also what you market to your students. So when your student comes in and you're like, well, I don't have a Response Magic link, then you want to make sure that you go and you sign up as an affiliate so you can get this link so that your student can come in and get their Response Magic. And so when you log in to your Response Magic or sign in, you're going to have this little code right here. Down at the bottom is where you're going to have your affiliate link, and that's what you want to click to get to this here. Platinum Synergy is the parent company for Response Magic, and you're going to have two different logins. So and you need to write them down or save them, because sometimes Response Magic can get finicky and it won't give you. They hardly ever respond when you ask them, hey, I need my password reset. So always write that down. This is one of the few things that I say, write it down and write it down verbatim, exactly the way it is. If you have to copy and paste it in another document, do that. Or if you have RoboForm, use RoboForm. I actually just use it, my computer, save passwords file and put it in there. So this is the one you want to market for different companies and stuff. So then when you come to your Response Magic, like I said, you're going to have a different login. And you're going to log in, and this is where you come in and create your different login or your different platforms or magnets for your different. And I always create the page first. You can't create the magnet first. You have to create your page first. So again, this is an invite for my grandson for his birthday party. All right. So instead of going out and buying all of these invites or going on Facebook and posting, hey, invite, blah, 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 coming to the party, trying to hunt down all these people, sending text messages and stuff like that, I'm going to use my Response Magic, and I created a code. And in that code, I'm going to click on my customer magnets. I have come celebrate with us, and there's my code. So when they click on this code, here's my grandson's YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel and it's doing great. He's got like over 4,000 views on his YouTube channel where he shows different kids his age how to use a bat. But then it has the same questions. I asked for their name, their address. I asked for their teammate, the name of the teammate that Eli played with. I asked them the number of attending. So if their parent or child wants to come, then they're going to add that. I asked them for their phone number because I'm part of the SMS program. And then when they click here for details, guess where it sends them? To this page where they can get all the directions on Eli. They can get directions to the swim club. But more importantly, now they are in my email platform for my Response Magic. So I can actually include them in other promotions that I have. I can include them in my newsletter, because they have accepted my Response Magic code, which says I can send them emails. So I can send them updates on Eli. I can send them updates on other stuff because they all know I do internet marketing. So they are in my queue. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how, number one, to create this Response Magic code. So it's very simple. You're just going to come up here to where it says create, and you're going to go to opt-in form. All right. And if you don't have a list, it's going to give you just a generic list, and it's going to say website if you have never created one. But if you have a specific promotion that you want to track or to keep record of, then you can come down here and create a list. So I'm going to come here and create a list, and I'm going to name it, and I'm going to put leisure wear, which is I'm going to put apparel. All right. So that's the name of the list. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating a headline, and you can color code your headline. It's always defaults to red, but you can come in here and you create your headline, and your headline is going to be just like your headline when you are creating an ad, but you need to make it a little bit shorter. So your headline is going to be, All right, is the fashion trend, and it's going to be red. But if I want to change the color, I always put an L in athletic, and it doesn't have one. Take that L out. It's in the wrong place. There it goes. All right, and then I want to change the color. I'm talking about women. I like purple. I want to do a darker purple. And you see this code here? Write that code down if you are like me, a little OCD. You want to make sure everything's in the same color pattern. So I'm going to write that color code down, and then I'm going to click choose. Now it's purple. And then call to action. No longer just for the gym. And then a video. So does she have a video? So we can go to Katie Lux. And let's see if she's got a video. Voila. So here is Katie Lux collection. It's a minute. So let's go here. Let's see what kind of video this is. Will it allow me to copy it? It may not. This is the video. It's a Vimeo. So that's the thing, is it has to be a YouTube video. So her videos will not work on that particular one. So we're going to need to see if she has one that is on YouTube. Let's see what this one is. This says Facebook. Let's see what this one is. And you don't have to put a video in if you don't want to. I usually try to, just to grab their attention. It may not let me collect it here. So we're going to try another one. If not, we'll just skip it. And let's try one more. I know she's got one, but they might all be on Vimeo. So I might have to ask her about anything on YouTube. Again, this is going to be, yep. So she uses Vimeo. So unfortunately right now we can't use hers on there, but if you wanted to create one, you could, and you would actually just get the YouTube channel put there. And then your questions. I always highlight in red, first name, last name, and email. Those are the important things I want them to get. And then you can actually add information. You don't want your list very long. You just want the most important things. So you can put your telephone number. For those that don't have the SMS, I have SMS, which is a paid program in the Response Magic. But if you don't have that, you want to click on telephone. I don't ask for their address, but I do ask for their state, so that when I do get their phone number, I know the time zone to call in. And then you can actually come in and customize. If you want to add different things in there, you can do a customized question, and you can say favorite team. You can also put in there another customized field, and you can say how often, or you can just say exercise much. Things like that, and they'll give you questions. So that's just one of the things you can do. Like I said, keep it short. Then your access. So this is going to be your access, and that's what you want to do is their click ratio. You want them to go ahead, and that's where you want them to get that jerk reaction where it's like, okay, I got to give them. You want to give them that fear of losing out. So right here, you're going to do your instant access. My phone's ringing. I don't know where my phone's at. So the button here, I'm going to say, get out of the gym. All right, so get out of the gym, and it's green. I don't want it green. So remember that code I wrote down? So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to put that code in. and I'm going to choose, and there's my same color purple. So now my purples match. All right. And then here's the options. Do I want them to use their Facebook landing page? No, you don't, because once you allow them to use their Facebook landing page, your questions become irrelevant. They're going to use whatever they do for Facebook. So if they only use their first name and email address, that's all you're going to get on your form. So I want them to fill out my form so I can get my questions answered. So I say no, okay? Since I am in SMS, I do want to do an SMS. And then it asks me, what's my list? Since I didn't create another list, I still want them to go into marketing prospects because that's another list I already have. So I'm going to click that. If you don't have the SMS paid program, you won't get this question, okay? And then your privacy statement. I always put my full name so that they know I'm a real person. I'm not a bot. Some people come in here and they change this and put their email address. Sometimes they put their website information. I just put my name. So if they come in and say, well, who's Sheila Matchett? They can search me out on Google. Google's going to bring them right back to my website because my website's all over the place. If I wanted to put Shop with Mama Chief, I can put that on there. But you want to keep it as close to personal as you can and keep it very professional. So I leave that. Do I want to get notifications? Yes. Does that mean you're always going to get notified? No. Unfortunately, you don't. But they do try to keep up. I usually get about 2 or 3 a day where somebody's filling out, and I always go back and look. So, and then it's asking you this. This is the important thing, guys. Stay on the page. So a lot of people say, yeah, I just wanted to stay on the page. Well, when you stay on the page, when they finish filling it out, they get this big response magic page that says, thank you for filling out our form. And that's it. You want them to go to a custom URL. Well, what's a custom URL? That's the page that you want them to go to read about this product that you just filled out all this information for. So I just published this page. So I'm going to go back. And I'm going to get this page I just did. I want it for July, even though it's not finished. That's one I'm going to be working on tonight. I'm going to click on here. And I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to grab this link. Copy link address. I'm going to go back to my response magic code. And I'm going to put this URL right there. Okay. So now once they finish finish filling out the information and they click get out of the gym, it's going to take them directly to my page because that's what I'm linking that button to. And that page is going to bring them right to this page right here. And it's going to have all the information about what is athleisure wear. It's going to ask them, see what it is, how it went from the gym to the fashion. It's going to actually show them different outfits that can be worn casual. And she actually says she wants us to promote the Dallas Cowboys logo, that she does have that affiliation, that she does have the authority to market their official logo. So again, I'm using that plug, get Dallas Cowboys logo. It is a great key phrase, but I don't want that to overshadow the actual clothing line. So that's why I have it towards the bottom. Some of these pictures I won't use, some of them I will, but these are just ideas that I had so it helped keep me on track. So when they come and click here, they're going to see not only pictures of how they can go from the gym to the office to playwear, but they're going to actually have clickable links to go in and order this product. So once I finish with that, I always give credit where credit's due. I just leave this on there, powered by, and it has the Response Magic logo information on there. Now, before you hit submit, you want to go back and read and make sure you have your spelling correct. Make sure everything's the way you want it to look. Make sure that you have your questions in there. If you don't want to put questions in there, you don't have to. You can go ahead and delete them. But once you hit that submit button, then it's set. You can't go back and change it. You can't go back and edit it. This is one of those forms that is done is done. So if you go back and you look at it after you've hit submit and it's like, man, I spelled it wrong, or I forgot to put this in there, you're going to have to just delete the whole form and start over, unfortunately. So I'm just going to come down here and hit submit. So once you hit submit, you have 3 options for this one magnet that you've created. Okay. You have your squeeze links. Your squeeze links work just like any other link that we have for any other affiliate. So you can use these in your advertising. You can use them in campaigns. You can use them in social media marketing. You can use them just to give out to friends and family. You can use them anywhere, however you've created it. This is your squeeze link. So and you have your vertical, you click on vertical, and it shows you how your ad site's or how it's gonna look. So this is how your form looks, okay, when it's vertical. Now, if we would have had a video, the video would have shown up here at the top. Then you have your horizontal, and it's going to be a little bit longer. If we'd have had a video, the video would have shown up over here on the side. So depending on where you want to market it, you can put which one you want to do. You can even put them in your website, in your pages. So you can say, click on this link to be in my email list. Even though we have the response magic on the side of our page, this is one that you can use as a link inside your content. So if you have a specific, I hear people all the time, can I have more than one response magic? You can have a total of 2 for your whole site, one on your home page and one on the consecutive pages after that. So one on the left, one on the right. That's it. You can interchange them. Every once in a while, I have tons of them. I change them for the seasons. I change them for new ideas. I interchange them out. But if you have one that you want to do for a specific page, this is the way you do it. So you can actually have this on there, and you can have them click the link. So say you have more than one page for athletic wear. So I'm going to open up another site. And you know how you get those little messages where it says you don't have an external link? You know, you need to put one. Well, guess what? This makes a great place to put one. So we're going to come here to where I did the football. I did the backyard football. I also did tailgating ideas. So let's look at this one. And I'm going to show you how I can use that link to cross market. So let me see what I put in here for tailgating fun. Did I put clothing in here? Skills. No, this one I did wine. So not hard to do. I can actually come here and pull up one of my wine programs, but I want to do a different one. So let's go back to the original that we had, the tailgating one, not the tailgating, the backyard fun. So we're going to go to backyard fun. So on this one, I have a couple of pictures of her actual gear. So right here, I got the Alabama Crimson Tide. So I want to link this page. Well, where do I want to link it? Guess where I can send them to? I'm going to come here. I'm going to grab this squeeze link right here. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to come back to my page and I'm going to link this. I'm going to remove this, paste that in there. I want to make sure it opens in a new page and there. So now when they come here and they click on this picture, anywhere they click on this picture, it's going to take them to my sign up sheet where they can talk about athletic wear. They're going to click on this button and boom, it's going to take them right back to my athleisure wear. So that's how I've used my response magic code in my pages as a regular link. Now this link right here, I can actually put this code in my website. So I can go on the left or the right, or I can actually put it as an image on another page that I want them to feature the athletic wear. So if I didn't have a lot of information on this page or other pictures, I can just come in here and say, all right, let me put an HTML code. So I'm going to get a custom HTML code. I'm going to grab this response magic link right here and copy the whole thing. Control A, Control C, come back to this page, Control V, and then preview. Boom, there's my link. So I can actually put it in here on this page as a code. They will fill it out from here, click on this link, and it still takes them back to my page. So there's several different ways that you can use that response magic other than just putting it on your left or right side of your website. It's a great marketing tool. Now you're asking, well, what do I do when I have all these people that come in? Perfect question. I'm going to show you what you can do with that. This is where it gets fun, or fun for me. So I'm going to come back up here to home. And once you come into home, you have your 3 up here. If you ever decide you're like, well, I want to know all the ones I've created, you just come to 3, the number 3, where it says review, and come to your customer magnets. They're all saved here. Everyone that you've created, however you've titled them, they're there. They do not go away unless you physically remove them. Okay, so you have to come in here and delete them. I can't delete mine because I have them advertised everywhere, even though some of them are going. And this is the critical point of why you don't use a direct link. You always use your website. I had some that was going to our old wine company, but they were going to my Fine Wines page, or they were going to my Wine Magic page, or another wine page. The good thing about your Response Magic is it's set for a page. So if you modify your page, you've modified your link. So my link's still valid. My Response Magic code still valid because all I had to do was alter the page. If you do a direct link on your Response Magic and that link goes away, then you got a code out there that you advertise that you're going to have to go and find and take down or remove, or just leave it there and it's going to go to a broken link. So again, that's why you always want to make sure that it goes to something that you can control, which is always going to be your website. All right. So once you come back here, we're going to go back to home. So these are your creating things. So down here, you have basically the same thing, except for this very last one. It's how you could create an automatic campaign. Okay. And that's what we're going to do, is we're going to create a campaign. You can actually come up here and create an email if you want to create an email. Either one of them works great. And I'm going to show you how to do it. They're the same. And you're going to, it looks just like a Word document, or even our pages if you want to look at it. If you have an Adobe Flash, you can actually watch the training video. I don't have it on mine anymore, but this is where you can go in and see how to work and word your page or your code. So say you want to personalize it. You got all these emails out there and phone numbers with their names attached, and you want to make sure that it goes specifically to that person. The good thing about Response Magic, for those that do text now, Scipio and other marketing tools like that, and you send them out in mass bulk or even GMass, they have a code that you can put that individualizes the email. It individualizes the text message. This one's no different. It will go to, you can send it out in mass, but it will only go to that specific email. They won't get a whole list of emails, names and numbers and everything. They will get one email for them only. So you say, well, how do I put that in there? You personalize it. So you come up here and you click personalize, and you can decide what you want to put on it. If you want to put today's date, then you copy this link and put it in your email. If you want to put their first name only, you can put that in there. If you want to put their last name, you click that, and it's telling you how to do it. So for those that don't know, to the left of the number 1 button is you have these little cursors, and you're just going to type first name. And it has to be as exact. So you can't put a break in between. So you have to make sure it's exactly the way it shows here. First name all together, no spaces in between the letters and the symbol. So you're going to put their first name. Now you can come in here and customize it. You can make the font bigger if you want, different font styles. You can make it very personal. You can, however you want to do it. And you can come and change the font size to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit more legible. There we go. I'm going to make sure I get this little guy in there. It won't work. And then you're just going to create your email. And so here I can actually create a list. If I want to create a list, I can say Halloween cosmetics. And you can put your credentials on here if you want to. You know, if you want to put your phone number, you can put that on there. Again, it's really up to you what you want to put on there. And so then I'm going to come up here, make sure if you want to include a picture, you can put a picture in here. You can put, so let me go up here and I want to include an image. It's going to ask me my source. And I'm going to go to upload. And again, this, if you have the wine memes, you know, or any kind of memes, if you're in the memes program, this is a great place that where you can use your memes to advertise with. You can use logos you've created, all kind of different things that you can have at your disposal. So let's see. I'm just going to use a general logo. That looks great right there. Since I'm talking about fashion. So I'm going to say insert, image description. All right, so there's my image. It put it where my cursor is. And so if I would have put my cursor up here somewhere and went and got my image, that's where it would have been. That's where I would have put it. So now I have my image there. It's the size it is. I could have went in and changed the dimensions before I put it in there, but I think that's okay. And then you can come down to the bottom. Let me move this. Why aren't you moving out of the way? And it's going to say preview. So I'm going to click my preview and it shows me what it looks like. So it has their first name, has the information there, has my list, has my picture and my information. So that's the way I want it to go. I'm going to look just like that. So that's perfect. And my subject line, I'm going to put a subject line. New programs coming soon, 2021. And that's just for me. It can actually be in the subject line for when you send it. That's what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to hit save as. And I'm going to save it in all my saved emails and hit save. Okay, so now here's all my saved emails. So I'm going to go back to that one. Here it is, new programs 2020 or coming soon. So then I'm going to hit send. All right, and then here's all of my list of people that I have, even my SMS messages. So I'm going to just click on all of them that I have. Some of them are active, some of them aren't, but I just never know. So I'm just going to click on all of them. And I hear people going, it's past 9 o'clock, you can't send anything out. I'll show you how to get over that. So right here, it says, when do I want to send this out? Today's July the 15th. Well, I want it to go out because I'm still working on that page. So let's let it go out on the 17th, which will be Saturday. Okay, is when I want it to go out. What time do I want to go out? I want it to go out at 9 a.m. Come on, move out of the way. I want it to go out at 9 a.m. Let's do 10 just to be on the safe side. 10 a.m. based on Eastern time. So the reason I say based on Eastern time, so at 10 a.m. Eastern time, it's going to be 8 a.m. California time, right? 7. So that's going to be a little too early. So let's do noon. So if I tell it to go out at noon Eastern time, then it's going to be 9 o'clock California time. So I'm within those guidelines that in our regulations of when you can call and send messages out. So I'm going to send it to all my contacts and hit proceed. So this is my broadcast email. They want me to look at it one more time, make sure it's the way I want it to look at. And then if I don't like it, I can go back and edit it, but I like it and I'm just going to hit send. So I said, okay. So now it's scheduled to broadcast at 12 a.m. Look, I put 12 a.m. Forgot to change it to p.m. So let's go back. Oh, went the wrong way. So I'm going to go to email broadcast. And I'm going to see from list. Where is it at? Dang it. It's here. Review email broadcast. There we go. There we go. We're going to look at this one, see if it'll let me edit it. Probably not, because it's pending. So I should be able to go in there and edit it. So view message. So it's not going to let me edit it, which is fine. We'll be okay, hopefully. Close window. So see, even I messed up. So you want to, well, date to send. Well, it said 12 p.m. So good. Date to send 12/17, 12 p.m. So we're good. It did do it. Right. Perfect. I don't know why it said that. So now that email broadcast is going out on the 17th. So then that's going to be my newsletter. So all I need to do is send that out. And then every couple of weeks, I'll come in and maybe make another one and send that out. And then you can actually set it up to where it will go out on a cycle. How many of you gets an email from Rory on Monday night or Sunday night for a Monday night call, or Monday night for a Tuesday night call, or Wednesday for or Tuesday for a Wednesday night call? He's using the response magic and he has it set up on a broadcast. You can do the same thing. And so if you have that one in there, you can go in and modify it and edit it, change it up. You can create new ones all the time. And this isn't just for your students, it's for anybody that comes in. I actually have a list of all of my students. So when I create or get a new student on my student information list, they have a section, it's number 4, I think it is, 3 or 4, where it has a response magic code just for my students. So anytime I get a student, instead of just relying on Skype, they fill that out. So I have their phone number, their email, their address on Response Magic. So I not only send them information on Skype, I also send them information on Response Magic that they can get in their email. So set it up for your students, have them sign in so that you can stay in touch with them. You can stay on top of anything. You can send them information. You can forward them stuff. So Response Magic is a great tool to utilize, not only for your lead generation, for gaining customers to your own website, but also to help with your student base and your student acquisitions to help them stay where they need to be. You know, some people, they can't get Skype working, you know, and they can't log into Skype. So you're like, okay, I got to send them text message. Even though it's still an email, if you have their phone number, then you have their number. You can actually call them. You know, everything is right there, just like your Trello card, but you have your group there so you can send everybody a mass email, and it will tell you if they pick it up or not. When you go to your contacts, if it's red or orange, it tells you they're not picking up their emails. They're not reading their emails. So then that's when you pick up a call and say, hey, I need you to check your junk mail, make sure you're getting my emails that I'm sending out to our group to make sure that we stay on top of each other, you know, make sure that we're staying connected. I'm sending you some vital information in there. And it'll tell you, you know, and then you can see who's active, who's not active, who's looking at their emails and who's not, instead of just relying on Skype. You know, we're getting ready to switch from Skype to Prime One. So, but again, you're still going to have that main thing for your students to have in there. So that's all I have for today. I know it sounded kind of fast, but like I said, this is just a great tool that you can utilize, that you can use for multiple aspects of your website, creating leads, gaining customers. Even with you're using V-marketing, for those that don't respond, this is a great way to include them. You can manually put them in. They will get an email saying, you know, hey, you got Response Magic. Do you accept this? If they accept it, then you will be able to send them information. If they don't accept it, they'll just drop off your email or off your Response Magic. But it's just one of those things that you can, you know, utilize and send them updates. You can send people updates and keep it in there. If you just want to choose one group and mark it to, depending on how many groups you've created, say like for wine, we got a new wine program that might be coming out. Then I can go to all of my wine lists and just select the wine list and create an email just for them to send out. If I have one that's just for people that want to lose weight, I can do that. I can create a list because we got new stuff coming out in September. So that's one of the things I want to be able to get ready and say, okay, I got my email all ready to go out. I got my newsletter to go out. So as soon as they announce the product, I can go in there and edit it, modify it, put in the new product, and send it out to everybody that's on my email list or in my list for weight loss. Be it Velavita or Valentis, either one, they can, it's weight loss is weight loss. So you just want to create those lists, those email lists, and you want to be able to stay on top of them. And then again, like I said, it's just a great tool to use not only in your website, but also in your marketing, in all avenues of marketing. So that's all I have.
Outstanding, Sheila. You want to take a few questions or no?
Yep, we got time. I finished in under an hour. Yay!
All right. Irene, you're up first.
Okay. I'm having problems making a reoccurring email. Like you said, Rory does it like every Tuesday for Wednesday nights, and I don't know how to do that.
You have to go, literally, you're going to have to go in and manually put it in there. There is a way to do it, but it's a little bit complicated. I might have to just do a training on how to do just that. We didn't have enough time to go in and do that. But usually I just go in. That's part of my agenda when I do it on Tuesday, or Sunday is my day to set up for my week. So when I go in, I literally set up all my campaigns. So like for the the Monday night, I go in and say, okay, I want this to go out Monday morning. Tuesday's call, then I set it up for, I want it to go out Monday night. For Wednesday, I want it to go out Tuesday, you know. So that could be part of your scheduling for when you set your works week up. Is go ahead and schedule out all of your information and schedule out all of your invites. And then that way it's done. And once it's scheduled, it'll go out. And then you're going to come back the next week and do the same thing. It's like, okay, just schedule it out. It's the same time. And once you have one set up, then all you're really doing is going in. You're not going to change your times they're going out. All you're going to do is change the date.
The date.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
The automatic thing doesn't always work.
Doesn't always work. Nope.
So, all right. Phyllis, you're up next.
Okay, I just had a question because I was trying to do the response magic the other day and I couldn't figure out how to go back to the magnet that I made.
Uh-huh.
So I can decide where to put it on which side or on the bottom.
So when you go to, I stopped my screen share, didn't I? Hold on. So when you go to your response magic over here in number 3, where it says review, if you click on where it says customer magnet, that has all of your magnets in there. So you have to remember the name you want to use. So if you have your name, let's see, we can use this one. So then you have your vertical. So if you click on that one, that's your direct link. And I have one for brain. You have your horizontal. Like I said, it's going to show up on the side. And then this is the one that you can put on the left or right side of your menu. Or you can put it directly into a page. This is not one that I would advertise. These are the 2 that you would advertise.
Okay, so this is where
Is that
you
what
go
you were asking?
to where, how do I know which side to put it on?
This
That's
code
just
right
doors.
here, you want to put it on the right and left. So when you go to your site and you're going to go to appearance and you're going to go to widgets, you're going to have the left of menu and the right side content bar. You want one on each side.
Okay, that's where I was having trouble finding out how to put that widget on whichever
Yep.
side. And
So
for some reason,
yep. So you're going to come down here and hit text, and it's going to ask you where you want it. You want it on the left or the right. So you're going to click the left. It's going to open up a tab. You're going to click add the widget, and it's going to open up a tab at the very bottom. You don't need to put a title. You want to make sure that you are on the text side, not the visual. You want to make sure you're on the text. And then you're going to copy this link right here. All right. And you're going to come back to your site and you're going to paste that link in there. You're going to hit save. And once you hit save, it's going to say done, but it's going to be at the very bottom. You want your response magic code right underneath your search bar.
okay.
Yep. So you're going to drag it all the way up underneath your search, and that's where you're going to drop it.
Okay.
And then it'll show up. You only want one per page. So
Right.
if y'all got 5 or 6 different response magics in a row, get rid of them. Google doesn't like that. They don't have anywhere for them to advertise. You only need one per page.
For some reason, mine kept ending up on the left, and I couldn't figure out how to get it back on the right.
If it's on the left side, that's where it's supposed to be. It's going to be on the left. So when you go to visit your site, when you look at your preview of this page, you're going to see it over on the left. It's going to be on this side. Right now, it looks like it's on the right, but in actuality, when they go to your home page, it's going to be over here, and then you're going to have your menu, and then you're going to have your content. On your other pages, it's going to be on the right. So you're going to have your menu, you're going to have your content, and then you're going to have your response magic code. So it is on the left.
On my home page is on the right.
Are you previewing it? So if you go to anything, if you go to another computer that's not your admin computer, you're going to see it's going to be on the left.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. So that's the other thing, guys. Your computer, if you're logging into your website on a computer that you're the admin, you're always going to see it in admin unless you're doing preview. Or unless you just manually type in your website and see it. So you can actually go in and manually type in your website and see if you can find it on Google and see how it looks there. But you need to make sure you're logged out of it everywhere else, or it's going to pull you up in your edit mode.
It does.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Emilio.
All right, who's next?
Hi,
Ike?
where do I go to YouTube to see this video again?
No, Roy will, once he gets finished editing it, he's going to put it on Roy's YouTube.
Yeah.
RRR247.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, look for, was it Roy RRR247? I think it is. It should be in our Skype chat. Look in our Skype chat. I pasted it in there
Okay.
somewhere a couple of weeks ago. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll post it again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Cheryl. Last question.
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
We
Yes.
can.
Thank you. I'm sitting in my car. I got running late, so I was catching your training here, listening, and now I'm sitting in my driveway. And you answered her question, my questions, some of them there in that second questionnaire with the lady. So you said one per page. It goes on our homepage, and does it show up on our other pages too?
If
Because
you
I
put-
do.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you're gonna put one on the right side and one on the left side. So when you go to your response magic, you're gonna have, it's gonna ask you in your widgets, you're gonna see where it says left of menu and right side content bar, okay? The left of menu is your home page only, okay? The right content sidebar, it's literally every other page in your website. So that's why I said you only have two. So you're gonna put one on the
Oh,
home page, and then you're gonna put another one or the exact same one on the right side, and it's gonna literally be on every page in your website.
On the right. Okay, because I deleted it a while back sometime, and so revisiting it, and now I'm ready to do it. So okay, because
Yep.
it has been absent from my space, from my website. So
And you
okay,
definitely want to put that on there, especially if there's anybody getting ready for Google AdSense. They need that. They want to see that you have a way of people to be able to reach out to you. And it's called a lead generation system. So you need that on your site.
right, because I'm shooting for the end of August. I was shooting for the end of the year, but I'm done screwing around. So thank
There you
you.
go. You're very welcome.
All right, great job, Sheila.
Thank you guys. And